Hello and welcome to Watch Me Movie. My name is Ryan and today we are getting on with Hannibal. So, I'm not sure, this might be the first video back in a while. There might be a movie reaction before it. I don't know what order I'm going to get these edited and released, but I know it's been a while since I've been around. I know it's been a while since I've watched any Hannibal, and I was trying to think back to where we left off and what happened at the end of season 1. And I can't really remember, but if I remember correctly, Hannibal does do a recap at the beginning of every episode, I think. So I'm sure they'll do one at the beginning of season 2 and just remind me where we were at in everyone's storylines. I'm pretty sure something was going on where Will knew about Hannibal or something. I can't remember what was going on, but like I said, hopefully we'll get a recap at the beginning of this season. I'm going to try and get through this season as quickly as possible, and finish off Hannibal, go through, I think is there a season 3 as well? Get through that as well. Because I don't want to leave things unfinished, and I want to be starting a new TV series as well. So yeah, I don't need to ramble on anymore. Let's just get on with watching Hannibal. Season 2, episode 1.
Graham, you're under arrest for murder.
According to the evidence, I killed Abigail.
I know that's not funny, it's just the way Will is.
And somebody is making sure that no one believes me. Not so sure I know who you are anymore.
Are you a killer, Will? Hello, Will.
Hello, Dr. Lecter.
That was it. So Hannibal was kind of framing Will towards the end there, I think, wasn't they? And Will knew about Hannibal by the end of season 1, if I recollect correctly. Who's dreaming now? Damn! Starting it off with the boss fight. What is this extended fight scene? It's cool though. Well, so that's actual reality. But the way it was filmed, it just seemed like a whole dream sequence. So I was expecting like Will or Hannibal to wake up and... The hell is that?
This course is called Mukozuki.
What a beautiful presentation, Doctor.
Not for me, thanks, Hannibal, mate.
I almost feel guilty about eating it.
I never feel guilty eating anything.
I know, like, 5 minutes into this episode, I'm going to remember why I love this show so much.
I last prepared this meal for my aunt Murasaki under similarly unfortunate circumstances. Will is a loss and we're mourning a death.
I can't stop thinking that Will may be convicted of 5 murders, while I only may be convicted of 1.
Will was your bloodhound. You can't ignore where he points.
I also can't ignore the fact that my bloodhound went mad.
We can't define Will only by his mad gestures.
What did you say?
I said, how does that make you feel?
Like, and you're lobbing softballs, hoping to make a splash. But you keep missing the target.
You're my patient now, Will.
What's his name?
I want to talk to Dr. Lecter.
That looked kind of mad.
You were warned against putting someone with Will Graham's issues into the field. These are allegations of misconduct.
In my opinion, it was a lapse in judgment.
A lapse in judgment is misconduct. I would greatly appreciate it if you would recant your report.
No, Will Graham's life has been destroyed.
This is going to get ugly.
It already has.
You can't worry, Jack.
Smells real bad down here!
I'm not too sure about this guy's acting. I wonder if he had to audition to poke him with that stick. Because that's the least convincing poking with a stick I've ever seen.
I would like to see him.
And he had a stick and he was poking with it, so that's hard to be unconvincing.
Will Graham asking to see you betrays his clear intent to manipulate you.
I miss him.
You are obsessed.
I'm intrigued. Will is my friend. He sees his own mentality as grotesque but useful. There's an honesty in that I admire.
What can't you repress, Hannibal?
Will straight turned into a madman.
Hello, Will.
Kind of shoes you're wearing, Hannibal.
I used to hear my thoughts inside my skull with the same accent as if the words were coming out of my mouth. Now,
It's you.
like you, I can't get you out of my head.
I very nearly sung the song, but I didn't, alright.
The light from friendship won't reach us for 1,000,000 years. That's how far away from friendship we are.
It's childish.
Sure is.
Giving your thoughts words encourages clarity.
Now I have clarity. What you did to me is in my head. I'm going to remember, Dr. Lecter. There will be a reckoning.
Oh. Not many that can pull off that smirk like Mads is a very slight smirk. The hell is this?
I'm amazed what falls off the best of us when moving through a room.
You know, this is just a formality. Nobody expects to find anything. Except for maybe Will Graham.
It'll be your evidence that convicts Will.
You were supposed to protect him.
From himself.
Yeah. You're the new Will Graham.
Thank you for coming, Dr. Lecter.
This way, Doctor.
This is the fourth body we've recovered so far. They've been coated in some kind of resin. Whatever he's doing, he's still figuring out how to do it.
He's making human models.
Hmm.
Maybe they weren't perfect.
Like you just said, Jack, he's perfecting it.
Discards.
You just said that?
I'm giving you informed consent to discuss me as your patient. Will Graham made accusations. Jack's only being thorough. I got to be Will Graham today. Looked through his eyes and I saw death.
Why would you be inviting the scrutiny of the FBI? You maintain an air of transparency while putting me in the position to lie for you.
You're not just lying for me.
Jack Crawford doesn't know what you're capable of.
Neither do you.
Mm-hmm. So it's taken me a minute to remember the dynamic between the characters, what's gone on in general, to be honest. But I think I'm remembering now. That's why I'm just sort of not commenting much and just watching this episode. He did something to save Gillian Anderson before, right? He like kills someone for her, I think.
I don't currently have legal representation.
Then I'll find you a lawyer who's not affiliated with the FBI.
What defense do you think I have?
Your mind was on fire.
What if I could remember?
I believe you lost your mind, and for periods of time, you weren't the Will Graham.
What's his name? The doctor from Silence of the Lambs.
Have you ever helped a patient recover memories?
Feel the heaviness in your limbs. It is safe, relaxing place.
These After Effects.
My voice will go with you.
What did you see?
What's the name of the figure with the antlers to do with cannibalism? Either way, I like that how that looks in this episode.
Was visiting with your former patient today.
Will was never my patient.
He's a prized patient, or should be.
How was Dr. Bloom's visit?
He asked her to hypnotize him.
Was he successful?
You do realize you're his favorite topic of conversation. He tells everyone that you are a monster.
You are dining with a psychopathic murderer, Frederick.
What's his name? Frederick what? Yeah, so apologies if I'm not commenting on this much. I'm just sort of trying to take it in as much as possible. Plus, it's first thing in the morning. I've just woken up, so give me a break, alright? A bit of the old itch.
Men and women, different ages, different ethnicities, all from different states.
What's this strange skin discoloration?
Injected them with preservatives, then filled the bodies with silicone so they don't emaciate. Something was threaded through, they were strung up, mounted, presented.
This is the discard pile. Curious to know how many were keepers.
And just likes people with nice skin.
It's good to see you.
Don't know how I feel about seeing you. The first 6 bodies were found in the same place, dumped in a river, caught in a beaver dam.
You want to know how he's choosing them, don't you?
Tell me what you see.
I like that shot and arrangement of the chain and stuff giving the sound effects. That's cool. I like the way they did that. I'm going for a whole gradient.
It's a color palette.
Yeah. That doesn't even look half bad, to be honest. I would go for that right now. Yuck. I like the way they did the scar with like a tube or something. Did Hannibal really do this? That's cool. A crazy bit of scar. It's probably really frustrating to watch this first episode because I don't remember anything. So I apologise if it is. But I'll get back into it. I'm enjoying it.
Hey, Winston. I suppose you blame me too, huh?
Yes, Jack.
You need to take better care of this dog. I understand why you felt you had to file that report. And it will help in Will's defense if it's in the record.
But he's clinging to the hope Hannibal did this so he doesn't have to face what he did.
How is this gonna turn out?
If Will doesn't remember what he did, he'll never accept the truth.
Will? Hey, Will.
I don't know if it's already happened, but Lawrence Fishburne should play God in something.
I had nothing to prove to myself that Hannibal was responsible.
You have something now. We investigated your claims about Dr. Lecter. Will, you stood over Cassie Boyle's body in that field and you described yourself to me.
You may not believe me now. You will.
It's gotta be a killer, that Will. So I wonder if he's gonna spend this season just behind bars trying to convince everyone every episode until Hannibal messes up at the end of this season or something. But yeah, it's they're keeping it like on a precipice the whole time to where you're like, I need someone to find out something. Just out of frustration. It's good though. It's good writing. That's messed up. A colour wheel, is it? An eyeball. What the hell? That's messed up. No, that's messed up. Yeah, so sorry if this were a bit annoying to watch because I didn't remember anything, but I'm sure I will do as time goes on. I kind of remember the main parts, so we're all good. It won't affect the story too much, I don't think. So yeah, see you in the next episode.